So this is my base in my hardcore world. I have all the armor trims in the game here. I have a pile of diamond blocks, pile of iron blocks, fully automated storage room, and a fully automated super smelter. But up here, it looks nowhere near as good. There's this big ugly village in the way that's ruining everything. So in this video, I'm going to completely transform this village into something much more luxurious, much more nice, much more appealing to the eye. So the first thing we're going to need to do is remove all of these houses. So just fly up here, look down, and 3, 2, 1, and there we go. The whole village has been mined out. Actually didn't take too long, so that's pretty good. Now we need to start collecting all the resources we need. So we need spruce, deep slate, stone bricks, andesite, glass, and gravel. They're gonna be like the main blocks we're gonna use for this village. So I want to make like a nice port thing around the ocean and that. So we're gonna go collect a whole shulker box of all of that. So actually wait, I need to get some more shulker boxes from in here. Or shells. Okay, so cobblestone's gonna be really easy. Plus all those. Actually, I'm gonna take it from over here, just so we can start bringing these ones lower. And then we can get all the andesite we need. And then we're gonna need to spot like 30 stacks of stone, because we have like no stone bricks as well. Okay, so we've got the gravel, we've got the sand, we've got the cobblestone, we've got the andesite, and then all the stone down there still smelting. So now we need spruce. So there's like a massive tiger biome over there. So if I just grab a shulker box, and then I also need a beacon, which I have in here. And now we can just fly over there and we can start mining it all out. And bang, we've got all the spruce logs we need. Now we just need to get a whole bunch of calcite, so that's gonna be a bit annoying. Though we don't quite need a shulker box, I feel like. So we're probably gonna need like 9, 10 stacks around that area. So if we just find like an amethyst geode, probably shouldn't take too long. So let's get on with that. Okay, so I've got all the calcite we need. Now we just need to get deep slate, so I need to get a little bit of it, so it shouldn't take too long to get. So let's get on with that. Okay, so we're done with all the blocks. We have all the spruce, all the andesite, all the cobblestone, all the stone brick, all the gravel, all the stone, all the glass, all the deep slate, and all the calcite we're gonna need. So now I can actually start building it. I need stone brick, so there we go. Let's grab a little bit, and actually I might need to, what, it's at 72. Yeah, I think we need to tear this mountain down a little bit. So I'm gonna need to do that first actually. I might do like till over here, I think. I need to pull it down like 3 blocks, and it should be right, I think. So yeah, 3, 2, 1. So I've done all this here. And we've used like a whole lot of stone brick as well. So there, no, there. Already used like a third of it. But yeah, obviously in the future I might extend it down here, just depending on like the flow of everything. Yeah, so the next step we gotta like finish it off, so like put walls in here, like a railing kind of thing, because we don't want it to just look like this, that's gonna look bad. So yeah. Okay, so now I need to start like designing here, so I'm thinking if I do like that there, and then, no, not that, go like that, we do that, and yeah, then we can do something like this. No, that's not there. And then also put the stair there, so they're all on the same level. And no, I need to stop doing that. And then, oh yeah, and then I can place like spruce wood along here, and then I can do a railing design. Okay, and then for the rail, I think something like that, with slabs here, here, and here. I think that looks pretty good there. Then I might hang up lanterns underneath. So if we just repeat this design all the way over, and it should be looking good. Okay, so this is all done, but I also didn't really cut out the mountain enough. So, and then I want to place like spruce planks on like this layer here, going all the way across, as like a boardwalk kind of thing. So, I saw this little thing on TikTok, where if I like make a box, like this whole thing should be dug out and spruce planks should appear. So let's go see if it's true. Okay, so let's see if the time machine worked. It stole like 30 levels from me. I put sharpness 5 on my axe, but oh my god, it worked. So we've got the whole spruce platform here now, and all the grass is gone. So now I'm gonna start planning out where like I want stuff. Okay, so I'm probably gonna put a crane like around here, and then I want to put like some storage here, like maybe like a box like there. Okay, we're out of box. And there, and then over here I want to do like some markets type of that then can lead up into the main village. So like, you know, there's a pathway coming down to a whole bunch of markets, and over here there's like the more industrial side kind of. So I think we're gonna start off by making a crane. So I've built like a crane like that's the exact same like in a couple other worlds, so I'm probably just gonna replicate that, and I think it looks really good. So if we just go under here, and okay, I want to see, oh my god, there's a crane here now, what? That's so cool. So yeah, we've built this whole crane here. I think it looks pretty good. Now I want to start working on the like market area over here. So to do that, I'm gonna need a lot of wool, and I might have a little bit from the ancient city raiding. Okay, I have 48 white wool. That's not gonna be enough. So I think we're gonna need to make a sheep farm. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of wool. The sheep over there did quite well. So now to start building it, and there we go. I like that as a design, and then if I want in the future I can get villagers in here, then I can swap like this block here with a workstation or whatever, but I'm not too sure if I'll do that yet. I might in the future, just because it'll give it a lot more life. And now I want to make another one here, and then I think another one here, and another one here, but like facing this way. I still have 4 more different colors, so I can make 4 more, so I'm gonna get onto those. Okay, so we finished all the stalls here. I actually quite like the design for it. Now I want to build like a storage house, so I'm gonna need to get all the blocks I'm gonna need. So I'm gonna need some stone, andesite, stone bricks, some cobblestone, and I'm probably gonna need a bit more wood, and we're not gonna use any deep slate, I don't think. So I also need barrels. So I think barrels are like, no, they're like this. Okay, I think it's the other way. Yeah, okay, but I'm gonna need a lot more than that. And there we go, the storage house is now done. Obviously I might do an interior. I could just put, actually let's just put a whole bunch of barrels in here, because I don't want it to be like straight, you know, chests, because that's just kind of boring. Okay, there we go, that looks great. And then I think maybe if we put some melons and pumpkins in there as well, and then we can put the spares into there. There we go, that's a pretty nice design of a little storage house, kind of. Okay, so now that I've done with that, I need to start like building the actual village part. So I want to make like a farm area, and because it's like this part's already down low, I think I want to go like here, and then just put like a layer of grass all along here, so that way there can be like a little drop, and then I can have like farmlands going up against the wall, which I think would look cool. So now I need to fill in like this whole area with dirt. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the grass platform's all done, and I think for the wall I want to do like the same design as that. But obviously like not as big and not straight. I want to do it like curved kinda. So I need to grab the blocks for that. And then if we just do something like this, so it's like, you know, I don't want it to be straight, and then we're gonna need to remove some of this platform as well. It's not like symmetrical or anything, which is what we want. So now we're gonna need to build this up. I want to do it so it's like that height there, and then I can put slabs and walls on top of it, so it has like more texture, and then we can start building the farm down here. So I need to fill all of this up now. Okay, so this part here is all done. And then I need to start like designing a pathway for it. But I already have a design. It's gonna be like those blocks there, but with like some stairs mixed in the middle with like a bit of holes, kind of. And then I want to do something like this. And I think if we go like all here as like wheat and then a little cow pen around here, I think that should look pretty good. So yeah, let's get on with that. Okay, so now that this area is all done, I actually think it looks really nice with like the lanterns on here as well. And then they're all like blocks with slabs, or like 2 blocks, and the cows can't jump out. I also want to make like a little farmer's house now. So I think I might make it here maybe, and then I want to make like a wall going out into like the main village. Bang, the house is all done. It's nice and small, which I like. I actually think it suits well in here. It's like pretty much the same height as that, like a little bit taller. It's like all the roofs match. So down here, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue this wall design going around a bit, and then I'm gonna make like another farm over here. So I'm gonna need to dig like all of this out here. If I do something like this, I might kind of bring it around. Like here maybe. So we need to dig all this out, and then I'm gonna add another farm here, and then I'm gonna continue the wall design out, and then add the stairs going up still, and then we can start building more houses and other stuff like back here. So let's get on with that. And there we go, this whole thing here is now done. I actually love this so much. We've got 2 carrot farms there and there. We've got the wheat, the cows, the farmer's house, also with the pathways, and in the middle we've got like the cherry tree with like the lanterns dangling off. And I actually love this so much. I like how it's like a circle, but not quite a circle. How it's got like 4 distinct things, like 5 kind of, well, they're kind of like 1, but yeah. Okay, so now that we've dug this out, we gotta start planning it out a bit. So I think we do something like this. I think that's a good start, and then maybe another one that goes like, so we can have a house like behind here, and then another path goes up here, and then connects around to here. Then I think I'm gonna want to do a path here as well. Do a path here. Got building space here, which I can make like 1 house. Then we're also gonna need to get rid of all this. Then I think I want to make a diagonal house. So I think if I do one like here, do something like this, I think that would look good. Okay, I'm just gonna get a whole bunch of spruce logs and start like actually planning out the houses. Okay, so we've made a rough layout of everything. I want a house here, like a little diagonal house here, and then here's gonna be like a big church, and then here's gonna be a smaller house. So we're just gonna start off by going one at a time. We'll start off with this one here. So I also saw this thing on TikTok, like builds can just spawn in randomly if you like dig a hole and then lock yourself in and wait for 3 seconds. And now if we come up here, there should be a house, and oh my god, there is. It's actually so amazing. So we'll look at here, it's pretty nice and big. I think I might want to change something there, maybe like a pillar of logs or something. But overall I like this house quite a bit. If we fly around and then just look at it, I like how it's like 3 different roofs kind of, and then obviously still like the same design as that and that, but just different scales, which I think is just gonna be how we make this village really come to life, sorry. Yeah, so now I need to build, I think I'm gonna do this house next, which is just gonna be like a small diagonal house, so it shouldn't take too long for that. Yeah, let's get on to that. So that's another house done. I think this one looks really good. I like the angle that it's on. I feel like it just creates more diversity. I might need to push this over a bit because that's getting really tight. And then, yeah, I still have a fair bit of space there. And then I'm probably going to turn this into like a boardwalk, I think. Going like along there, then maybe curving back up through there. Yeah, so I think we might build this house next. I think it's going to be nice, easy and little. So let's get started with that. Bang! The house is completed. Didn't take too long. and it is not done. Now it is. And I think I got doors. Okay, wait. Okay, that can just go like that. And then we can put a trapdoor on top of it. There we go. This house, nice and small. Alright, the small houses look good around. It's got like a little entry here. Obviously no interior. There's another door there. More doors the merrier. Okay, so we need to build the church now. I think I'm just gonna keep it here because I don't think I'm gonna build too much further this way, just because my villages are like right under here. So if I break any of this, then you know my villages will get exposed, which I don't really want. Because I don't want to move them quite yet. So yeah, we're gonna build this church. We're gonna need a lot of andesite because we need a whole bunch of polished andesite pillars. But you know, we already have a whole bunch of andesite. As you can see here, we have plenty. We're actually gonna take like 2 stacks and just convert it into polished andesite. So now we need to build this whole thing. Okay, so the church is all done now. I think I want to start like getting rid of this area and start building down into like a little fishing area down here. So I'm gonna get rid of all this down like 3 layers maybe. Well, obviously I need to do it at least 2, so this is all like same area here. But then I like the very end here. Actually, no, it should be fine just like that. I might get rid of like this layer here going across down to like here. So I want to make it lower so we're still above the water, but we're not like as high as that. So now I just need to clear out all this land like here. Oh, what the hell was that? Just like flew while walking without my elytra. That was weird. Anyway, let's get rid of this. Okay, so this whole area has been dug out now. Took a bit, and I also like healed all my tools. That's why I got Hero of the Village. Okay, apparently I don't have. Oh yeah, I popped the totem. That's why I don't have Hero of the Village. Yeah, so now we can start building here. I want to get a bunch of stone brick. And then I think I want to make it 5 and then for like the weight down. And actually no, let's just do 3. Like 3 gap now instead of 5. And then in like the middle I want to have like a dock part that you can go out and actually fish off. Because you can't really like, you know, theoretically fish off of it. And then I think I'm going to make these 3 high. Okay, now I've actually got to fill in all of these and make them like the same as this. Okay, wait, this is a bit unrelated, but there's 3 iron golems here, and I have windburst on my mace, so I'm just gonna quickly cook all these guys. I actually love using it, it's so fun. Anyway, okay, so we have this thing here all done, and I think I want to make like a little port here maybe. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it here, then I might put like a little fishing house here, then maybe some, actually I'm not too sure here yet, but can do that later. So we're gonna build a little fishing dock here. I want to make it go straight out and then have like a thing going off that side and a thing going off that side, so there's heaps of variety. I want to do with like spruce and maybe a bit of dark oak. So yeah, it should be pretty cool. So 3, 2, 1, and boom, the little fishing dock is now done. I think it looks quite nice. There's a reference image for this. This is like the only build that hasn't come from the top of my head so far. But yeah, I've got like a little way down, so you can park boats or whatever. And then there's no ladders or anything, because you know, there's not actually any fishermen here. It's just me in this world. So yeah, I think it looks good. So I'm gonna need to still continue this around, and I'll probably end it like here and push it back into this wall here, which will kind of be like the end. And then I'm gonna like rebuild like the same like retaining wall along here. And then up here I'll put a library or something. So now I need to actually start designing down here and what's going to go here. Because I could push this out more and put like a fishing house here. And I could put like a small like market stall maybe. Even though I do have those markets. But I could put like a fish market kind of. Like another storage thing for the fish. So I'm just need to work out what I actually need to build for here. Okay, so we've got 2 little markets here. Actually, I do need to add a lantern here as well. So we got these 2 done. I'll put some barrels here. And then I think I'm pretty happy with how this looks. Quite like it. Now we've got to like actually build a library here, like some sort of thing. I think we can get one building here, and then I'm not sure what here. Unless, depending on how big I make the library, of course, or whatever I put here, I'll make it a library though. So yeah, I guess we're gonna get onto building that. And bang, we've got a little house here. Might make it a library. Yeah, it's nice and small. So now the next thing we've got to do is actually like put paths in everywhere. Like we've got to do a path around here, and connect it to the church, connect it to this house, these two houses, back down here, and another one along here. So hopefully that doesn't take too long. I don't think it will. I think the most annoying part will just be digging it out, and then obviously scattering all the blocks like we've done for every single building in this thing. So let's get onto that. Okay, so I've got all like the pathways done here. So now we're like pretty much done with this, except there's still like a couple more things we need to do. Like we need to make this wall look better, build a wall all the way around here, just because like this doesn't look good. And then we've also got to finish it up over here with like some terraforming or whatever. So yeah, and also continue across this wall. So it's not too much to do, but it shouldn't take too long, so let's get onto that. Okay, so we've done all the decorations up here. Now the last thing we need to do is get rid of all these crafting tables that I've just placed around. We've got 2 there. I think there's another one over here. Yup. Yeah, I don't see any more. So now we can give a full tour of the village. So we'll start off here. We have a little house here by an underground area with all the farms. You got cows, wheat, and then 2 carrots with a nice cherry tree in the middle. And then if we come up here, we've got a crane loading logs out onto a Nautilus. And then you can also get a great view of the sugarcane farm, creeper farm, and raid farm. And then over here we've got a little storage house. We got some melons, some pumpkins, and some barrels with 10 melons in it. I don't know why there's melons in there. Then we can come down here. We've got a bigger house and we've got a smaller house here. And then we have a nice diagonal house here with a church with a really detailed interior. Then there's also one more house here, not much in it. And we can come around here. If we head up here, we've got a whole bunch of markets where they're selling nothing. And then if we come down here, there's more storage with barrels, and we've got 2 more markets as well as a little house here. Onto a fishing dock, which, you know, you can see lots of fishermen here. Okay, I also want to turn on shaders and just see how it looks with shaders on. And this looks a lot different with shaders. So you can see like my FPS drops a lot. Like it's crazy how much it drops. Like I think it looks really nice all with shaders. And then also with shaders, we can like come down into our bunker, and our bunker just looks insane with shaders. I love how there's like all the reflection down there. It all just looks really cool with shaders. But I don't know if I'll keep it just because I like having high FPS. So yeah, the village is all done. This took a long time to make, and I actually do have a lot of resources left. I think I gathered way too much. Okay, I ran out of spruce, though all these other things, like I don't know why I got so much glass. I used 2 stacks of it. Yeah. And then no more stone brick. We still have a bunch of spare stuff, so we probably gathered a little bit too much stuff. But yeah, this is the whole village done. So if you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.